accredited. Well, 36 million kids play organized sports each year, and of that, some 20 million are youth league athletes. But the numbers of those who quit playing, who just quit before they enter high school, that number is staggering.
And one of the causes is sports rage, parents going crazy and taking away the enjoyment of playing the game for their kids. Danielle Dwyer investigates why these parents snap and what Little League organizations are doing to stop it.
The pop of the glove, crack of the bat, cheering fans, America's pastime.
Play ball!
It's almost summertime and youth baseball leagues across the country are taking the diamond. But it's not always fun and games. What started as a nice day at the ballpark can take a turn.
Really? That's what you want?
Whether or not you've been to a youth sporting event, chances are likely you've seen sports rage. Changing the Game Project says 99% of youth athletes say they don't want their parents saying anything from the sidelines during their games. And here's the kicker. When they ask the parents what they think their kids want them to say on the sidelines, they know they don't want them saying anything, yet they do it anyway. So what makes people snap and act out?
I think a lot of people are reacting for ways that we really don't understand, and it might not just be that they're out of control or they just got rage issues. It might be that they're really anxious and they think that they're supposed to do something to help their child.
Dr. Ruth Ann Tates, a psychologist who works with current and former athletes at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels, says there could be a variety of reasons why.
If you think about what the research says, the louder the parent does not make the child a better athlete.
She adds parents think they're doing their child a service, when in actuality, it's just the opposite.
Oftentimes you have these parents who believe that they're doing the right thing, but they don't realize that they're taking away the joy, which then makes the child not want to play anymore.
And unlike the game, sometimes the rage doesn't end after the teams shake hands.
If they didn't have a good practice or if they didn't seem to try hard enough, that they would hear about it not only on the ride home, but there'd also be comments made at the dinner table.
Some local coaches say sports rage is one of the reasons why there is a decline in participation and willing coaches.
I've seen firsthand people that are good people who, myself, I would love to see them coach my kids, that step away, that are stepping away from athletics altogether.
The National Alliance for Sports reported about 20 million kids register for youth sports each year. But by the time they reach the age of 13, 70% of them will have quit that sport or sports altogether.
I think parents blow it up and make it bigger after the game than really what it needs to be.
In efforts to stop sports rage, the Mommy Little League, which is the only local organization whose teams can qualify to play in the Little League World Series, came up with this Sport Parent Code of Conduct form that every parent has to sign before their child can play.
As a board, we sat down and wanted to put down a code of conduct to make sure people kind of kept themselves in check and realized these are kids out here trying to get better and, you know, have life skills and learn different things as they go along.
Jason Hurd has been with the league 12 years and says this code of conduct was implemented in 2008.
As serious as it may be to you, for them, these are lifelong memories that they're just kids and they're going to look back on their childhood.
It's not just Mommy Little League. Little Leagues nationwide have similar tactics, some even making the parents take a sportsmanship course before their kids can ever step foot on the field. While there could be a variety of triggers and a variety of ways to handle sports rage, at the end of the day, most parents just want one thing: what's best for their child.
And understand that they are here to have fun. I think parents lose sight of that. Let the kids go get their slushes at the end of the game, and you can use it as a life lesson for them.
I also spoke to a local umpire who's been umpiring on and off for the last 20 years, and he says about 10 years ago, sports rage was prevalent at the junior high and high school levels. But for about the past 5 years, that shifted to being an issue at the younger Little League levels. And while he says sports rage is still an issue, he admits to seeing the positive impacts the Little Leagues have in turning it around. Reporting for WTOL 11, I'm Danielle Dwyer.
Interesting stuff, and boy, so timely because it is baseball season, and here we go.
Right. And, you know, us parents need to remember to be on their best behavior when they're out there. It's about the kids, and family members need to remember that.
No